Exactly how Antonio Conte fell from Chelsea darling to the brink of exile in the time it takes the Earth to orbit the Sun remains a mystery to him, or so he says. "I must be honest, I don't know about this," said Conte, shaking his head and tiptoeing around how the FA Cup final against Manchester United is expected to mark the end of his 2-year reign. "For sure, I didn't change my commitment for the club. My commitment has always been the same. I am pleased with my work." Related articles. Previous one. The next Hot or Not. John Terry proves he's still got the leg swile. Chelsea train in the Cobham sunshine as they make last. Antonio Conte insists he's buried the hatchet with Jose. When I arrived in January they were still a bit angry with "Share this article, share this season. I worked better than last season." "For sure, I worked harder." You only need to go back a year to find Conte launching into the crowd after goals and celebrating his Premier League triumph with an inflatable crown on his head. "I don't know if something has changed, and last season we were heroes for Chelsea's fans, and now our status has changed," he said. "But in my soul and my heart, I am always a hero, because I gave 120% also this season to solve the problems." Even by Chelsea's standards of expertise in this area, this demise has been a lesson in the art of self-destruction from the moment they failed to seal the double. Arsenal beat them 2-1 in the FA Cup final. Victor Moses was sent off and scorer Diego Costa paused on his way out to tell Spanish reporters he would not be sold to China and would only leave for Atletico Madrid. Costa got his way, but not before a circus triggered by Conte's infamous text message confirming he was not part of his future plans. Of the 18-man squad selected for last year's Cup final, 8 are unavailable, sold or on loan, or ostracized in the case of David Luiz. Nemanja Matic's transfer to Manchester United sparked discontent from the manager's offers similar to Jose Mourinho's when Petsic joined Arsenal. Conte went silent in mid-summer amid interest from Inter Milan, but they were unable to match Chelsea's new contract offer, which was worth £9 million a year, but tellingly no longer included an extension beyond 2019. He became more distant and brooding, and his Italian coaches closed ranks around him. Brutal training sessions did not go down well with players when the Champions League meant they had less time to recover. And, as results deteriorated, so did his temper and acid tongue. Luiz was cut adrift after defeat by Roma and a disagreement about the makeup of the back three. He was recalled at Watford when Andreas Christensen was injured and Chelsea lost 4-1, arguably their worst performance of the season, when Timaoui Bakayoko was sent off in the first half. Bakayoko, the £40 million replacement for Matic, has struggled to adapt to English football. So has Alvaro Morata, the club's £16 million record signing, who is now being kept out of the team by Olivier Giroud, signed in January from Arsenal, where he could not get into the team. Few of those signed since the title was won can be considered a success, with the possible exception of Antonio Rudiger. Players do not expect Conte to be in charge next season. Stories out of Brazil this week claimed Luiz was happy to stay if Conte moved on. He is settled in London and has opened a restaurant with Willian, the club's Players' Player of the Year. Willian laughed when asked about Conte and said, "Oh boy, do you really want me to tell you? Eden Hazard and Thibaut Courtois will not sign new deals until they know what the future holds." Neither are keen to continue with Conte. Michy Batshuayi could not wait to join Borussia Dortmund on loan, and Kennedy was sent to Newcastle. Both have thrived. When Chelsea imploded under Mourinho 2 years ago, senior players later admitted to losing a fraction of their focus and desire. Conte said on Friday that blame for finishing fifth must be shared equally between him, the players and the club, and claimed last year's success was akin to a car at 300 km/h, in danger of burning your engine, unlike a car travelling at normal speed. He knows it is likely to be his last game in charge regardless of the outcome, although owner Roman Abramovich is reluctant to pay compensation to a manager he suspects has devised his own exit strategy. Staff have been told they are free to go on holiday after Wembley. Conte will attend Andrea Pirlo's testimonial in Milan on Monday. "Maybe as an FA Cup winner. I like to win," said Conte. "I like to win trophies. I like to be a winner." But, at the same time, I think that when you work very hard, when you try to give every day 120%, you must be satisfied. Last season we were heroes. This season, we are. I don't know what we are to people, but I don't care. It doesn't matter. When Conte does depart, he will understand there is only one man who wears the crown at Stamford Bridge, the Russian owner with a multi-billion-pound fortune. Related articles: previous one, The Next Hot or Not. John Terry proves he's still got the legs while Chelsea train in the Cobham sunshine as they make last. Antonio Conte insists he's buried the hatchet with Jose. When I arrived in January they were still a bit angry with. Share this article. Share.